welcome people of the World Wide Web. So I'm Cypher Sigma Toys. Welcome to the channel. Obviously I'm continuing my collection. Obviously this is episode 12, so we're almost 3 months into it. Obviously people have seen the big video and I'm trying to go in depth, trying to keep it a bit more different, mix it up videos. I can see they're not getting as many views as I'd like, but that's fine. I will keep doing these videos anyway. I'm sure people come back to them later in the day if they wish to. Please, obviously, if you have constructive criticism, please do let me know in the comments down below, good or bad. Anyway, anything I can do to change it, even if it's just not worth my time. You know, if I get enough of loads and against my views, then I'll see it'd be worth doing that. But so what have I done for this episode? So this episode is slightly a little bit different. Obviously, I tried to do it as brands and kind of series and waves. So this one is Pop. So Funko Pop. So people know about them, the new kind of Beanie Babies, as they would say. Me and my wife, because some of this collection is my wife's as well, obviously with Disney and stuff, is something we used to get into. We got into it quite early on when the stuff coming out, and we did have a few expensive ones. I don't know if they're expensive. I've not checked the price, so I'm not too fussed. But they are there to represent like Disney movies and stuff, or my stuff you'll see as superheroes and stuff like this, and movies that I like and stuff. Now it's very kind of a interesting subject to talk about, because a lot of people, they know value in them. People see they just take up space, and part of me does agree with it. I've got to the point of where I got most of the stuff I wanted to. I kind of capped it off, and I've never really bought too much more. Obviously you can see I sometimes do pick up a very, very cheap one if they're cheap, and you know I do like it, and I'll add it to the collection because I do have some. I'm not completing any other sets now. Everything I have is more or less there. There may be the odd, I think there's the Iron Giant figure from Ready Player One I don't have. If I came across him cheap, I would pick him up just to complete that set. But for the most part, I don't really collect anymore. I do have some. I did buy loads back in the day, and from those ones, there are stuff that I don't. You know, I've got Marvel Legends figures since then. I've got multiple figures and stuff of this, and I'm just like, I don't need a pop as well as this. But that is my to be. You know, I still do pick them up from time to time, not a lot. They are nice display pieces. Obviously, when I first started collecting them, I was in a flat. It was a 2-bedroom flat, so you had 4 or 5 rooms that would go off a kind of corridor. That's how my flat was built. So on the top, I had little shelves. As you'll see, I reused the shelves, but I had shelves running all the way across, widthways across the corridor and back. You can buy them very cheap from B&M, like 2 for £7 and stuff. And I literally had the whole thing. So I had a few hundred, and just every time someone would give me as a present or that, I put them on here, and they look really cool in the corridor. Obviously, then moving out to a house, you had more space, and obviously we've got loads of wall space because it's a 2-story building. But anyway, that's what you've come here for. That's just, I thought I'd do a little explanation of why I was into Pops. Hopefully you would enjoy it, and we shall get into the video. So going through my whole Pop collection, we have 3 from Fairy Tale. There's Natsu, Amy and Happy. There we have Shenron from Dragon Ball Z. Then Kurama from Naruto. And then we have Gaara, Obito, or whatever you want to name, Sasuke, Naruto, Sakura and Kakashi. Moving down here, we have from Bleach. So we've got Ichigo, Rukia, then Bakugan, Aurora, I can never remember, All Might. Then we got Soul, and that from Soul Eater, Piccolo and Vegeta. So that's what I have in my main room. And then as you can see, let's move it in there, I have quite a lot of Pops here that we'll go into. So as we start the video into Pops, we have Sully here on the first row, followed by Robin Hood. There's Prince John and Hiss, or Sir Hiss, I believe. I'll try and back it out there. Then we have 2 Nifflers. They are from the second Fantastic Beasts movie. Then we have a little one from the first Fantastic Beasts movie. I went to find them. Then we have Ron Weasley with, I think, Crookshanks. Let's get back out there. Harry Potter with little Hedwig. A little Harry Potter, a Dobby with a sock there. Dumbledore. A little Hagrid and a big Hagrid. Pete's Dragon. Then we have the team from
or the movie of Big Hero 6. So yeah, Wasabi, No Ginger, Fred, Hero and Bayamax. Moving down, we have Jack from The Incredibles. Bing Bong, he was from Inside Out, so number 2's coming. A flocked version of Doug Russell. The old man from Up, I can't remember. And then a non-flocked version of Doug. We have the little kid from the Little Dinosaur. And then Arlo, the little dinosaur himself. Then we have Crush and Bruce from Finding Nemo. Let's just tidy Bruce up. Then we have Pongo and Purdy from 101 Dalmatians. The BFG. Car. Is it Car from the Jungle Book? Obviously, I've kind of got a Baloo, but he's from Tailspin, but because the character's kind of used in Jungle Book and King Louie. Then we have Cusco and his mate, and then obviously Kronk and Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove. We move down, so we have Judy Hobbs and Nick Fox from Zootopia, and obviously Flash, and then El Finnick. Always found him quite funny. Then E.T., because my wife likes E.T. Then we have The Secret Life of Pets. So we have the Bunny Rabbit. I can't remember their name. I did Gidget, and I can't remember his name. Let me go on to Winnie the Pooh. So first we have the Heffalump. Then we have Eeyore, Piglet, Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Roo, and then obviously we have 3 from the live action movie that was done a fair few years back. I didn't get them all, they were a bit hard to find. So moving down, don't want to see the ladder I'm on. So then with Evil Queen of Hearts and a little porcupine that she hits with a ball. Then Cheshire Cat, half kind of faded in and out, and then Alice, and then we have the Tim Burton Cheshire Cat version from the movies. Then we go on to Muppets, so Miss Piggy, Leo and Kermit the Frog. The Eagle, I can never remember his name. It will come back to me. And then obviously we have a basic version of Cookie Monster and Elmo. Then we go into a big Snuffleupagus, Big Bird, Bert and Ernie, Oscar the Grouch with his little worm there, Grover, the Count, Super Grover, and then I think he's like Eddie the Munster, that one is called. And then we have the flocked versions of Cookie Monster and Elmo. Moving down, we get some more flocked versions. So we've got Chip and Dale, and then we have Stitch. All these are flocked, which means they've got like kind of a different surface. You can kind of tell that's the standard one, that's the flocked one. You can see the kind of. So Dumbo, we have Mushu, Mulan with the cricket, Thumper, Bambi and Flower, and then Lady and the Tramp. Let me come down the ladder. Then we have the Lion, I cannot remember his name, Jasmine, Aladdin, Abu, the Genie and Iago, obviously a Mickey and Minnie Mouse, then Pocahontas, and Miko, the raccoon. So moving on from Pocahontas there, we have Wally and Eve, our favourite Disney characters. Then we have Timon and Pumbaa, Simba and Nala, and then Mufasa and Zazu with, no, I can't remember his name as well. Oh, it'll come back to me. But then obviously Beauty and the Beast, Gaston, then we have Cogsworth and Lumiere, Mrs. Potts and Chips, and then we have normal Ariel, Fish Ariel, the Seagull, Flounder and Sebastian. Why am I struggling with the names today? Then we move down here, so we have obviously Snow White in there, and then we have from the Aristocrats, Mary Poppins, Meredith from Brave, another Ariel in a dance, Belle is kind of princess and Tangled, Sleeping Beauty. Then we have Merlin and his little owl. I do love that little character. Archimedes, that's his name. So then we have the little mouse from Cinderella. And obviously Forky, Buddy and Ducky from Toy Story 4. Also Squeaky, or Squeezy I think his name is, from Toy Story 3. Then obviously we have Buzz, Bullseye, Woody, Bo Peep, Slinky, Pig and Rex. And then moving down to this section, so we obviously have DuckTales, if you remember. So you've got the evil Duck Lair, the three, Huey, Dewey and Louie, Scrooge McDuck, Webbigail, Launchpad, and then my favourite Pokemon, Charmander. What I call me and my wife, Grumpy Bear and Happy Bear, or Love Bear. So always funny. And then we have characters from Ready Player One: Artemis, Parzival, H, Shoto. Then we have Sorrento and the 101s, and obviously his assassin. Then we come down here, and obviously it is Rick and Morty. So Squisham, a bird person there, or Squatchy, sorry. Bird person there, obviously Snowball, I think Snowball, that was the name of the dog, and then obviously Rick and Morty themselves and the family. Jerry with his Mr. Meeseeks box, and obviously Mr. Meeseeks there, Pickle Rick. Then when you go into Supernatural, so you see I've got the blood variant of Sam and Dean, and his name escapes me as well, and Castiel in the middle, and obviously then Jim, and I can't remember her name. Right, we go down to the Christmas section, so we have the Grinch, and then obviously Elf, and then obviously Donald and Daisy in Christmas attire. So me and my wife normally have one of these on top of the Christmas tree every year. Then obviously we have Tigger, who's flocked, Piglet, Pooh, Eeyore. Then Muppets Christmas Carol, so good old Kermit and his son, and Rizzo and Gonzo. Then obviously from Once Upon a Time, so loved his character, loved no, I can't remember his. So you got the evil queen, obviously the prince and princess or whatever, and then their daughter Hook. What is his name? Oh, it will bug me. And then we come down to Stranger Things. So obviously we've got the creature from Free, obviously Billy and his sister. Obviously good old Dustin, remember Scoops Ahoy. And obviously Eleven's dad, Barb. There's Will in the Upside Down. I thought that quite good. Obviously Hopper, poor Bob, and then obviously a Golgothan, a Demigorgon, sorry, and the little Dart, they call him. Then we get on to Fraggle Rock. So if you ever remember that, obviously they all come in little dozers, which I thought was really cool to add in there. And then you have the human kind of hunter. Then this is from Crash Bandicoots. This is a present that my friend got me, because we like obviously computer games. And Pork Chop from Doug, I got this. Obviously Sylvester and Tweety. Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Woodstock, Linus. Then obviously Pinky and the Brain. Tom and Jerry, Shaun the Sheep. Then we have the Gummy Bears, Sunny, Tummy, and all those ones. Then we come down into some more movie ones. So we have Hiccup and Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, a great series. These are from Box Trolls. So this is Fish, Shoe, and Eggs, a great animated movie. Then we have The Penguins of Madagascar with Short Fuse, so smile away boys. Then we have a goat who's supposed to be a unicorn from Despicable Me 3. Obviously my wife is called Mel, so this is the minion that's called Mel, so that's why I had to get these with Gru. Obviously the unicorn from 1 and the little kind of pet monster. Obviously another spare Elfinic that we have from over there. Then obviously some Olafs. Obviously some of the same, but I quite like the little cute creatures that they have. This was from, I think, a cereal in America. I can't remember, or maybe from Disney one. Then we have dinosaurs, so not the mama. So obviously the Sinclairs all together, and then Scooby-Doo and Shaggy and Barney. Then we go on to 2 spare Ghostbusters because I have some more stuff there. Obviously Lulu Dallas from Fifth Element. Then we have Scorpion and Sub-Zero, taking it to Stan Lee. Then we have Scott Pilgrim, so Ramona Flowers and Knives Choi there. Cobra Commander, Gur from Invader Zim. Then we have Murdoch from the original A-Team. To Sherlock from the Benedict Cumberbatch series. Then Tyrion Lannister. And obviously Mother of Dragons. Then we have Glenn from The Walking Dead. Judge Dredd. And Wicket. Chewbacca. Obviously Leia in disguise. Kylo Ren. Leia not in disguise. My boy Jar Jar Binks. I love him. I know a lot of people don't. And then we have just a normal stormtrooper from 8 because he has the weapon there. Captain Phasma, Finn, Rey, BB-8, C-3PO, and R2-D2. I can never remember. I quite like his Donnie Yen's character from Rogue One, and then Poe Dameron. To the pops that I have in the garage, obviously with the Green Ranger, pink, black, red, yellow, blue, white Ranger, Alpha 5, Goldar, Rita Repulsor, and Zed. Then we do have a few more. So we have obviously Back to the Future, so Marty and Doc from 1, and then obviously Doc from 1 but in the past, and obviously Marty from 2. Or I think that might have been Doc from 2 when I released it. Gizmo. So you've got Winston, I've got the Ghostbusters here, so that's why I have 2 spare ones, because my mate got me this one with Slimer in it. It's a great little one. And we have Jay and Silent Bob, and obviously the Crow from my favourite movie. Swinging around. Then Little Excess, obviously we have another Gur from Invader Zim, but with the hood up, a Voltron, Archangel, Tony Stark with his mask up, good old Matt Murdock in and out of costume from the TV series. Obviously a little baby Groot. A Venomized Venom. Obviously Joker from the Arkham games, and obviously the Arkham Knight. Vulture from Spider-Man Far From Home. No, the first one home. And then Scarecrow, Black Manta, Thanos, not Thanos, Darkseid. Cletus Cassidy, obviously symbiote mode. Then we come across here to Demona and Goliath, Hudson, Lexington, Broadway and Brooklyn. And that is it. And then that is everything for this pop video. Hope you do enjoy it. If you're into pops, if you're not into pops, I understand because not a lot of people are. I've been Cyber Sigma Toys. Thank you for watching this episode 12. Obviously there is the playlist, so please do go see it and revisit some of my older videos. If there's themes or stuff that you are into, or certain lines that you're into, obviously I have a lot more lines to go, so there'll be a lot more videos in time. But I shall see you in the next one.